I want to make it very clear that there's a difference between schooling and education. In schooling, you learn to memorize, you learn to regurgitate facts, you learn to think the way that the system wants you to think. You're typically taught by a teacher who is going to spoon feed you information. You can question it certainly, but you're not expected to really critically think deeper about it. Education, on the other hand, is of benefit. It is something of which you engage with the material, you interact with that material, you're reading it, you're absorbing it, you are coming to conclusions, you are thinking critically and asking questions, and so it is something that involves using your own mind to develop. And of course, out of that is the benefit which you take with you, which are the skill sets that you can carry with you wherever you go. I always say an education is something no one can ever take from you, because once you've developed the skill sets, and I would say reading and writing especially, so the most powerful skill sets to achieve are reading and writing. Um, you can do anything and you can think any way you want because you have that ability to think for yourself. Fortunately, we are living in times now in the 21st century where we have been handed over artificial intelligence. By the way, we've been handed it not from the people like yourself and myself, but from technologists, from people at the very top who are billionaires, by the way, making so much money off of these AI tools. Now, I want to make it very clear, AI in itself is not a bad thing, and I'm sure you've heard that people use it as a tool. Certainly in their jobs, they use it to gather data. Certainly in the case of building websites and trying to amalgamate statistics, things of that nature, people use it. I mean, they use it all over the place. But I would argue when it comes to education, you are cheating yourself of the benefit, because when you use AI, it is no longer you who is amalgamating the information. It is no longer you who is doing the research on the information. It is someone else. And a lot of that material online has bias. Artificial intelligence is artificial for a reason. And going back to this issue of how it was developed, the purpose for AI was, again, to mimic the human brain. And the argument was that these scientists believed that you could actually mimic the human brain. But what they found out, though, even through their own research, was that AI is artificial. Why is it called artificial? Because it cannot have emotion. It has no sentience the way human beings do. We have the ability to have a heart about something. If something bothers us, we talk about it. We have speech, the ability to talk about it and have conversations about it. The mind heart or the mind soul connection. Another thing about the human brain is it can break down biases, it can detect bias, and it can also change its bias. Artificial intelligence cannot change its own bias. It needs someone from the outside to change it for it. So, whatever it is that you're learning or looking up online is being fed to you through a filter. And by the way, the brain can be one of the most biased organs in the body, but it can also be retrained. It can be challenged from that bias. It can then be retrained to break down that bias, to shift that bias. Artificial intelligence cannot do that on its own. It needs other humans to train it. And who are those people training it is the question. Certainly not yourself and myself. It's people at the very top who have developed these systems.